Recently I took part in a kayaking boating event which was organised by the St. John's River Committee, and I was immediately attracted to this because as kids we spent all our time swimming in the canal and playing in the bogs, making rafts on the canal, fishing. It was like Disneyland to us.
It's a bit awkward to get the boats in there.
I can't really up after the bike since we were down here. Yeah.
And that's what you need, a jet.
Hey! It's a nice day for it.
Once we got over the hassle of putting in the boats, it was pure pleasure after that.
That's before me breakfast.
Once we got to the Black Rock, it was almost impossible to continue because the canal was so overgrown and most of the boats turned back. But I was already on the way, so there was no going back, and Tony was following me.
It's very difficult to navigate up this end, and to come through all the canes and the reeds down there was very difficult.
This is the bridge that runs under the Tramore road, and I guess the problem here is that you can't actually see what's under you, but luckily enough there was no rocks. Brian, what's the history of this project?
We started off a couple of years ago. Approached the city council as regards what was happening with the river, and as we saw it was been sadly neglected. There's a lot of overhanging branches and issues along the river. So City Council got back to us and they said that the flood scheme was only going to extend from Scotch Key up as far as Kingfisher.
Yeah.
So we've made a decision to go in and finish the job from Kingfisher right up as far as Black Rock.
But this is all voluntary, is it? Like, you know, it's just a committee was formed and it's you volunteers then working on this.
100% voluntary, yeah. It's lads, interested people in the community. Walkers, kayakers, fishing.
I suppose nature lovers, bird watchers.
Bird watchers, yeah. Enthusiasts also.
Yeah.
It's after gaining momentum because a few months ago the Munster Express approached us with a view to teaming up with them as a part of the Get Involved 2014 project, and it's after snowballing since then, and we've got an awful lot of work done there during the summer, and today we did a successful boat meeting.
Oh Jesus, it was absolutely terrific. But tell me, like, what are your hopes and aspirations? You know, what do you hope is going to happen?
We hope is going to come out of this is we're going to get easier access into the water, because at the moment it's very hard to launch a boat, kayak.
Yeah, we saw that this morning ourselves. They're trying to get in now.
It's very hard.
It's difficult.
We have a Facebook page, the St. John's River Kilbarry Bog, and it's, believe it or not, it's the most frequently asked question is how do I access the river to go up and down.
Yeah.
And at the moment we can't really recommend anywhere to go in, because it's so difficult.
So I suppose ideally what we would have is a slipway or access to the river at this end, and a slipway and access to the river at the far end as well.
Yes.
And the last couple of 100 metres there now were very overgrown that we paddled through today. Obviously that would need to be opened up as well.
A bit of work on that, yeah.
Kieran, what can you tell us about the involvement of the Munster Express with this project?
Yeah, well, the Munster Express teamed up with Brian Simpson and the Friends of St. John's River Committee earlier this year as part of the Get Involved project, and Brian had a number of ideas for this area and for expanding it in order to make it a suitable recreational facility. So because the area was quite overgrown and in certain parts was littered, we supported them in organising clean-ups, and we've held 3 very successful clean-ups to date, as well as some members of the committee undertaking smaller clean-ups themselves. We also organised a wildlife walk in July with Albert Nolan, who's a wildlife columnist for our newspaper, and that was very enjoyable, and lots of children attended as Albert showed us the wildlife in the area. So it's hoped that that can also be promoted and enhanced in the future. So I suppose the removal of litter and the removal of branches from the river was necessary in order for today's event to take place, to open up the river once more, which of course is of such historic importance to Waterford. It's always played an important role in the life of Waterford. So as you can see today, there was a great turnout and people seem to enjoy the river, and it's obvious that there is a lot of potential for the future in order to make it a suitable recreational facility. So hopefully we can build on today, as now we've showcased what the river can offer, and further improve the area and spread the word about what St. John's River can offer to the people of Waterford.